Karibu me to the city to the show. Habari, jina langu ni Charlene. Nilikuwa nataka kuanza kuongea Kiswahili katika video zangu kwa sababu Kiswahili kitukuzwe. Kwa hayo machache, wacha nianze kuongea lugha ya Kiingereza kwa sababu nataka pia kusema vitu mingi. Lakini jua tu kutakuwa na segment katika hii seksheni ya mtandao ambapo nitakuwa naongea lugha ya Kiswahili. I wanted to give a bit of an update around my art experiment and how that's been going. I basically set out to draw the same thing every day and use watercolor. I started this challenge because I wanted to get used to watercoloring more, and I just wanted a new challenge in my life. I have stuck as close as I can to drawing the same thing every day, which is a black woman or a black figure. However, there have been days when I didn't draw that. And I just wanted to put that out there, that in as much as I had created some kind of strict rule, I veered off of it a little bit because I also didn't want to dislike drawing black women and black figures. And if I felt forced, I thought like that would kind of in some ways bruise my relationship with it. So on the times when I'm like I didn't feel like drawing a black woman, I didn't. But for the most part, that is what I did. Sometimes I'm just drawing for the fun of it, and other times I'm looking up lessons online in order to enhance my techniques. What was I doing other than drawing and painting all this time? Like, I'm finding myself drawing and painting so often that I'm unable to remember what I used to do instead of it. So I'm like, if I find a piece of paper, I draw on it. When I'm on the phone with like family and friends, I'm usually drawing. In the morning after I journal, I'm usually drawing. I've sometimes been drawing in my head when I'm listening to podcasts, when I'm on like deep rabbit holes, when I'm scrolling on LinkedIn, scrolling on Instagram, like I'm painting, drawing at any given point in time. I'm also looking at people as if they are like art pieces. I'm also allowing myself to make bad art. When I showed you guys my progression from day 1 to day 4, you could see that I started to improve, but I also wanted to make sure that I allow myself the ability to make bad art. I didn't want to be locked into like a creative that only makes good stuff. So I have found myself just drawing for the sake of drawing. I've also started to paint or draw or sketch reflections of what I'm going through. So there was a point in time when I was really thinking, okay, how am I gonna be handling my hair in the coming months, as I kind of think about whether I'm gonna let my hair lock. Am I going to take my hair down? Am I going to cut it all off? Like I just had this period of time when I was really wondering what the next stage or phase is for my hair and what I'm gonna do with it. And I found myself really painting and drawing a lot of these things, which has been interesting. The other thing, because I have been engaging so much with my art supplies, I realized what I didn't have to make my painting and drawing experience very well. So I got a few new things. I got masking tape because I saw a lot of people like make their designs with like a white border that I really liked, and like I got this and it was like 50 cents, so like 50 bob. And then I also got these, which were like $1, especially as I was drawing black women with deep dark skin women. Brown on itself is not enough, and like a deep purple helps, but you have to kind of mix it, and I needed one of this, and I finally went to the art store to get this. And then I also got myself more paper and a sketchbook. If you want to get into art or like any form of this kind of physical art with your hands, I think it's very important to have somebody in your life, a friend, an art community. I've been ignited so much by my housemate. Also, I joined the community that I mentioned in my last video. Seeing all these people just spend time drawing a bunch of different stuff and commenting on each other's posts and all of this has really kept this experience alive for me. I'm doing a lot of mixed media, so sometimes I'll like watercolor and then I'll go over it with like pen, or marker or something like this, and really enjoying like mixing different mediums. Sometimes I just focus, sometimes I like do a bunch of other things. I have experimented with drawing unalive things, let's say, or like buildings and houses and these kinds of things. And there's a big difference between that and like drawing like live things. I've also started writing a little bit because I don't necessarily think it's possible for drawing or painting to always capture like the emotion or allow me to process my emotions. So say my skill level in terms of my art is not enough to capture complex emotions for myself. One thing that I'm struggling with is like light sources, shading and light. Like, I don't know, when you draw, they tell you to like choose a light source and then you shade. Like if the light is coming from this side, then this side is shaded. It's been very, very confusing for me so far, and I'm not being able to like hack that. I don't know if I'll be able to hack it without trying to take a real course or something. I do. However, you don't actually have to be super strict with it. I really believe in like shoot for the stars, land on the moon. Because if I hadn't said I wanted to paint the same thing every day, I don't think I would actually have taken my art and drawing situation very seriously. I really want to start painting food. I take so many pictures of like food. I'm feeling like I'm experiencing the internet very intentionally through having set this small goal and chipping at it. The algorithm feeds you a bunch of stuff that you see, but if you are intentional about what you're looking for, that's where the real power is. Like, you need to be the one who has the intention of what you're looking at on the internet, because if you have that approach, then you're gonna be able to level up and scale up and find all the stuff that you're looking for. But if you just wait to see what like content is recommended to you, or if you're like doom scrolling and all these things, then you have a very different experience of the internet, which is whatever the world wants to bring to you, that's what you'll see. So that's something just to keep in mind. Cool, that's it. I think I'm gonna keep doing all of this and highly recommend drawing because it's amazing. The work of your hands. Create, guys, create. I want to see what you create. And if you create something, if you start this challenge, please let me know below.